For a long time, he believed there had to be a cure. Something specific, something clear, something that would finally make the constant tension disappear. Deep down, a quiet thought followed him everywhere. If anxiety existed for a reason, then maybe the answer wasn't about removing it, but understanding it. He didn't know what that meant yet. He only knew he was tired of searching for relief. Anxiety had woven itself into his daily life so subtly that he almost forgot what calm used to feel like. His body was always slightly tense, his mind always alert. Even on good days, there was an underlying sense that something could go wrong at any moment. He woke up already bracing himself, scanning the day ahead for potential threats he couldn't name. He tried to fix it the way most people do. He looked for explanations, techniques, quick answers. He avoided situations that made his heart race. He distracted himself whenever silence appeared. He told himself that once anxiety was gone, life would finally feel normal again. But the harder he searched for a cure, the more anxiety seemed to tighten its grip. At night, when the world slowed down, his thoughts became louder. He replayed conversations, worried about the future, and questioned his own reactions. Why did his mind never stop? Why did peace feel so fragile? He lay awake, convincing himself that tomorrow he would find the solution he was missing. But what happened next quietly changed everything he believed about anxiety. One evening, exhausted from trying to calm himself, he noticed something unexpected. The moment he stopped searching for relief, even briefly, his body softened just a little. Not because anxiety was gone, but because he wasn't fighting it. That moment confused him. He had always assumed that resistance was necessary, that if he didn't stay alert, anxiety would take over completely. He didn't realize that this belief had been fueling the very thing he was trying to escape. For years, he treated anxiety like a problem to solve. When it appeared, he analyzed it. When that didn't work, he judged himself. He wondered why others seemed to handle life with ease, while he struggled with thoughts and sensations that felt uncontrollable. The idea of accepting anxiety felt dangerous, almost irresponsible. What followed challenged everything he thought he knew about healing. Slowly, he began to notice that anxiety intensified whenever he tried to eliminate it. The more he demanded calm, the more his body resisted. He started to see anxiety not as an enemy, but as a nervous system stuck in overprotection. It wasn't trying to hurt him. It was trying to keep him safe, even when safety wasn't actually threatened. This realization didn't cure his anxiety. It didn't make it vanish, but it changed how he responded. Instead of immediately reacting, he paused. When his chest tightened, he stayed with the sensation instead of escaping it. When anxious thoughts appeared, he let them exist without answering them. He stopped asking, "How do I make this go away?" and started asking, "Can I allow this to be here without falling apart?" Some days were still hard. There were setbacks. Moments when fears surged and old habits returned. He avoided situations. He searched for reassurance. He felt disappointed in himself for not being fixed yet. But beneath that disappointment, something else was growing: patience. He realized that the cure he had been chasing was based on the idea that anxiety shouldn't exist, and that belief had kept him trapped. Anxiety didn't need to be cured before life could continue. Life could continue while anxiety came and went. There was one realization he only understood later. The goal was never to eliminate anxiety. The goal was to stop organizing his life around it. Gradually, his relationship with fear changed. Anxiety still showed up, but it no longer dictated every choice. He slept better some nights. He faced situations he once avoided, even while feeling anxious. He learned that discomfort wasn't dangerous, and that his body could settle on its own when he stopped forcing it to calm down. He wondered how many others were still searching for a cure that didn't exist. How many believed peace was something to achieve instead of something to allow? How many were exhausted from fighting a part of themselves that didn't need to be fought? There's something he discovered through this process that might help others too. If you've been searching for a cure for anxiety and feeling frustrated when nothing seems to work, you can explore the psychological materials mentioned in the description and comments. They're there to help you understand anxiety and fear more deeply and to learn how to relate to them in a way that brings real, lasting calm. Anxiety didn't disappear from his life, but it lost its authority, and he learned something essential along the way. Peace doesn't come from fixing yourself. It comes from learning how to stop fighting your own mind.